Hey Taurus, so my name is Persephone and this is another video for the Hermit Tarot. So Taurus, I am going to go ahead and do a monthly reading for the month of June for you. This is going to include a 3-card pull, talks about your past, present, and future. And then I will go ahead and clarify it. Then after that, usually I offer extended videos for those that the reading resonates for. So stick around for that. I will be doing a reading for single Taurus and people that are married, dating, and in between. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know if you like this style of tarot or if you're interested in different types. A lot of you have been leaving me messages saying that you would like more lives where you guys can participate and do a rapid fire questioning. Another suggestion was pick a card, and another one was you guys would like daily short readings, which would all be awesome, but just let me know in the comment section what is it that you feel that you would like, and let me know for the lives what time. Would you guys like something in the morning? Would you guys like something in the afternoon or in the evening when you come back from work? So for the month of Taurus, for the month of June, what is coming up for Taurus for the month of June? What is coming up for Taurus? For your past, the Queen of Cups. For your present, the Knight of Swords. And for your future, the 3 of Wands. Your past. For the past, you have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups talks about intellectual thoughts in the sense of psychic readings, premonition, dreams, gut feeling, right? So for the Queen of Cups, you can also think about wisdom. You can think of also a lot of success, a lot of happiness. I'm not sure if maybe you have an older person who's kind of mentoring you. Right now, it seems, Taurus, like you were coming into a position where you were now listening to your own thoughts, to your gut feeling, right? When it came to situations, you were feeling very confident. Like, I don't need anyone to give me validation or approval. Right now you have the Knight of Swords. Now the Knight of Swords talks about rapid communication, right? Maybe a lot of you, because a lot of us have businesses that are opening up, a lot of us are going back physically to work, a lot of us are now meeting our friends, dating, getting into different situations and conversations. So the Knight of Swords could be the opportunity of communication, but for a very small group of you, I see that there's somebody who's coming back. I see that someone who may be an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, I see that there's going to be someone who's going to try to communicate with you, right? Because this could be you. This could be you, definitely, Taurus, where you're at a place where you're at peace. You're good. You're not really harboring any feelings. You're not thinking about the past. You're not stressed right now. But there is someone who's coming. There is someone who has a lot to say to you. It could talk about it could, the Knight of Swords talks about like resistance, opposition, someone addressing you, skill or bravery, right? It could be that someone is really interested in communicating with you. Like I said, a very small group of you have ex-boyfriends and girlfriends coming back, trying to work things out with you, trying to give you the runaround, trying to give you an explanation about what happened. That's up to you, Taurus, if you're willing to hear that. Again, Taurus, you sitting pretty on your throne. It doesn't look like you're really bothered about anything. You chilling, like you're not really bothered by anyone right now. The Three of Wands talks about just calm. Like you're just looking over a cliff, right? You're just looking at the scenery. You're looking at your environment. You're taking everything in. It just symbolizes strength and effort. Maybe you're going to be discovering new feelings, discovering new goals for yourself. You're going to be, you're coming from a place where you're calm. Someone tries to come in and shake shit up for you, and you're still chilling. You're still peaceful. You're not even bothered. You're not even worried about anyone trying to come in and tell you differently, right? Like again, I said that it seems like it might be an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend trying to come in and fuck shit up for you. Look, I got the Delirious card and the Grand Signor, which is like a high society guy. So it seems like someone has been, someone really thinks highly of themselves. So the person who's coming in actually thinks that they're the big shit. Thinks that they are actually someone who, like, listen to me. You have to listen to me when I speak. You have to pay attention when I enter the room. Okay, I'm a big fucking deal. But you're like, no, I'm not trying to hear you right now. I'm good. I'm not really into that kind of drama, right? Right now you're at peace, Taurus. You're not worried about anything like that. I have the enemy, a female enemy, and dreaming. There's someone who, either it's a coworker who's trying to mess things up for you, Taurus, or it could be that there's a group of people who are in the higher up, maybe management, maybe some place of authority. They have been having some sort of conversation behind your back, Taurus. They've been having some sort of they actually been having some sort of I don't want to say plan, but there's definitely some malicious intent behind that. Or Taurus, remember, energy can be it can be reversed. Maybe you're the person who actually has been moving very shady, or you have done some things that are shady that are going to come up now, that are going to now hit you. Now that you're going to be held accountable, you're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to take responsibility for what's going on. That's a different group. Another thing could be that, like I said, an ex-boyfriend or a girlfriend are coming in and they're narcissistic, and they kind of have this very inflated attitude, like, well, I'm here, so listen to me, listen to what I have to say. But again, you seem very unfazed, very unbothered by everything that's going on, Taurus. So definitely, if it is you who might have done some things that were questionable, my advice for that is always to either be forthcoming, explain why, certain things were done. And if you're, you know, if you wish that things were different, definitely explain that. For those who have ex-boyfriends or girlfriends coming up, maybe this can be a time where you explain or you make that person understand that you are no longer, you are no longer interested in moving forward with them, that this will be the first and last time that they reach out to you, because you are no longer picking up the phone, opening the door, answering the phone call, looking at a DM. You're not interested. And for those who are dealing with issues at work, this is going to be a moment where either the person who was moving in a malicious manner is going to have to take responsibility, and the person who was the victim will actually get justice, and they will be able to finally see the person that was making them have a very difficult time be held responsible. So Taurus, that's your past, present, and future. We're gonna go ahead and do the love reading now. For the month of June, let's look at single Taurus. Single Taurus. Oh, you have a lot to say, I see. Let's try this again. Single Taurus. For the month of June, what is happening with my single Taurus? Single Taurus. What's coming? What's your fear? What's your desire? What's the best outcome for Taurus for the month of June 2020? Your desire is the world. Your fear is the Ten of Cups. Your outcome or your advice is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. Now, when it comes to the World card, now these cards are very different than your regular deck. They have very different meaning because this card only focuses and specifies in romantic relationships, sexual relationships, lust. So the World actually signifies for you your desire. The World talks about gratification. The World talks about touching. Touching ensures gratifying or gratification. It completes a relationship. It talks about lasting and happiness, a serene family. So single Taurus, a lot of you have been thinking about what is it that you want from a relationship? Exactly what is it that you want from your partner? What is it, what kind of partner do you want? A lot of you have been feeling very lusty, and I think a lot of us have been feeling very lusty because we've been trapped at home. Single Taurus, also, you've been thinking about, now that you have a new sense of, okay, I know what bothers me, I know what triggers me, and I know what doesn't. Now you know how to move forward in a romantic relationship. A lot of you will be interested in getting into something that's more family oriented, meaning that you want a future. You're not interested in a one-night stand. You're not interested in a fling. You're not interested in someone who's going to come in and waste your time. The Ten of Cups talks about your fear. The Ten of Cups talks about attachment. The attachment between partners orients the relationship towards continuation and are necessary to form a happy family. So again, the word family, the word gratification, the word being continuous. A lot of you probably dealt with men and women who did not have a sense of family, a sense of wanting something with you in the future. A lot of you probably have been dealt really shitty partners. And I'm really sorry that's happened to you. If this is not your story, I, definitely understand. But for those single Taurus, a lot of you probably were dealing with people who just were interested in one night stands or something, like, oh, I'll just go with the flow. But you're not the kind of go with the flow kind of Zodiac sign, You're all about stability. You're all about moving forward. You're all about, if you don't appreciate me and you don't see me for the blessing that I am, then you are definitely wasting my time. The outcome or your best advice is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles talks about arousal. Transgression leads to excitement, but neither one nor the other can last with some moderation. So again, a lot of you single Tauruses were dealing with very hot and heavy sexual relationships that had nothing to do with emotion, nothing to do with stability, nothing to do with moving forward with the future, right? So a lot of you have been jaded. A lot of you are disappointed. A lot of you are feeling like, I want something real finally. I want something that's with substance, okay? Because I know that I'm a good looking person. And I will speak to that. I think a lot of, especially women who are under the Taurus sun sign, they're very good looking women. They take very good care of themselves. They're very into self-care. So Taurus, if you're single, this is the best time for you to not only get into something, take your time, but definitely know what your limits are, right? Because again, a lot of you were dealt with shitty partners who were kind of like, oh, let's just go with the flow. Let's just see where this goes. Why do we have to put a label on things? But you're like, again, you're not that type of person. You're nobody to, you're not someone that just enjoys wasting their time. You need to know, why am I doing this? Why am I messing with you? Why am I dating you? What's the point of us hanging out? Are we going somewhere? Are you being beneficial to me? Is this a beneficial situation? And even if it is a sexual relationship or like a friends with benefits, there still has to be more than just friends with benefits going on, right? Because right now you're moving into a position, Taurus, that you need your emotional needs met. Definitely you could be dealing with another earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. You can be dealing with a water sign also, which is Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So keep that in mind, Taurus. And let me read the people who are married, dating, or in between. This is a reading for my married, dating, or in between Taurus. Now keep in mind, Taurus, if you're kind of in between, you can definitely take the message from the singles and the in-between reading as well. Your desire is the Knight of Wands. Your fear is the Eight of Swords. And your expectations, your outcome, and your advice is the Eight of Wands. When it comes to your desire, you have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands talks about embracing each other, the magic of spite. The bond that prevents others from escaping us is not made out of fear but joy, not chains but freedom, not promises but future plans. The fear card, or what you don't want or you're kind of concerned about, is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about scratching. The magic of the green cloth. Green frees sensuality and allows the body to guide the spirit before the mind can guide the body. You cannot teach the flesh if it's not willing to learn from you. And your advice or your best outcome is the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands talks about union. Abandon is the surrender to oneself. One loses his own likeliness, to enter into something greater. So, single Taurus, it could be that right now you're also not exchanging with your partner the way you want to, sensually, right? A lot of you are not forthcoming with how you're feeling sexually. Again, this is kind of the opposite of the single Taurus reading, because the single Taurus is like they're getting a lot of sex and not emotional support. You are getting a lot of emotional support, but you're not getting the sexual needs met. A lot of you have been dealing with secretly hiding, like, what is it that you want, what is it that you like, and how you like it. And a lot of you, maybe a small group of you, have been actually thinking about stepping out on your relationship, or you're fearing that your partner has been stepping out on you. But I don't see any cheating, unfaithfulness, or any divorce or separation. Right now, I just see that you are not connecting on a sexual level. In order for there to be some sort of sensuality, Taurus, there has to be some sort of communication. And I know a lot of people tend to think that when you talk about it, that it's not sexy, or that it's not, like, it just makes things corny, it makes things awkward, but that is not the case, Taurus. Talk to your partner if that's definitely what you're interested in, because remember, your advice is the Ace of Wands. And again, the Ace of Wands talks about excitement. It talks about how you need to make it, in order for you to be united with your partner, you must not feel like you're abandoning what you like, what you want out of your relationship, right? Because in order for you to get into something better, you have to abandon that fear. You have to abandon that awkwardness. Okay, Taurus, so that concludes your reading for the month. I really hope that this resonates. Remember, this is a free general reading. If it resonates for you guys, please feel free to go ahead and leave a comment, subscribe. Remember that I do have a contest happening for the month of July. I will pick one subscriber who has commented and obviously is subscribed for a free reading for the month of July. I do hope that you have a very safe and exciting month of June. And let me know again in the comment section if there's like some different topics or styles that you would like as far as tarot readings. See you next time, Taurus.